Hey, welcome to part 2 of my PlayStation 4 collection for 2024. Moving on, Killzone Shadowfall. Haven't played much of it, only got like a couple hours into it. I need to get back to it at some point. Some people liked it, some people didn't. I'm a very casual Killzone fan, but I just need to get back to it at some point. Kingdom Hearts story so far. This is basically all the Kingdom Hearts games minus 3. So it's a very beefy collection. And I played very little of the first Kingdom Hearts game back in the PS2, and it's a series I need to really dig deep and actually play. I want to. It's just can be a little overwhelming at times with all the stuff to play and read and look up and all that. So I will one day. Just timing. Kingdom Hearts 3. Obviously, I'm not going to say much on it because I haven't played it yet. Heard it was, yeah. Last Guardian. Played a little bit of it. I enjoyed it. I need to get back to it because this was a game that many people were looking forward to for a very long time, and people thought it was canceled, but it finally, released. So, Lego DC Supervillains, fun game, fun little, basically similar to Assassin's Creed Rogue, where you're playing as the villains, only Lego versions. Lego Jurassic World, great game. I love the Jurassic Park movies. This obviously was a no-brainer. I'd love to see them do like an updated version of this that includes the last two Jurassic World movies. I don't know if that's a thing at all that's going to be happening, but I would like to see it. But yeah. Lego Marvel Collection. This includes Lego Marvel Superheroes, Lego Marvel Avengers, and Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. All the DLC. So this is a pretty, again, beefy little collection here. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Basically, one game, all 9 films. Pretty beefy if you think about it. So that's a lot of content for one game, covering all the movies. So, next, Lords of the Fallen. Not too much playtime in this, just a very little, but it was an early PS4 game, and it's very much a Souls-like game. So, look for something different, I'd say check that out. Marvel Spider-Man, great game, loved it, platinumed it, and it's just a great game. Insomniac knows what they're doing, for sure. Spider-Man, Miles Morales, same deal here, excuse me. Great game, great little in-between story set between 1 and 2, and just fun. I enjoyed it. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Great little collection here. Love these games. Just a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the next Mass Effect game. Mass Effect Andromeda. I need to get back to this and finish it at some point. I remember I can't remember where I got to, but I remember enjoying it for the most part. Yes, there are some issues with it, but overall, it was still okay, in my opinion. Medieval. This is the remake of the PS1 classic. A lot of fun, just very zany and quirky. Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain, and Ground Zeroes. Haven't played it yet. I'm very mixed on the Metal Gear Solid franchise. I like it, but I'm not a super die hard of it. I think it's a little bit overrated, in my opinion. But I need to get to it at some point. Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor. Fun game. I enjoyed it. I know some people didn't. Some people thought it was repetitive. I thought it was in the middle. I'm in the middle. So, takes the best of Assassin's Creed and Batman and mixes it with Lord of the Rings. I'm going to have a somewhat decent time with it. Shadow of War. Have not played it yet. I've heard mixed things, but eventually I'll play it. Mortal Kombat XL. Great Mortal Kombat game. Continues the story from Mortal Kombat 9. And yeah, just overall, just pretty solid Mortal Kombat. A pretty solid Mortal Kombat game. Some cool DLC characters as well. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. This is the final ending to this latest trilogy with MK9, 10, and now 11. Again, it finishes pretty strongly in my opinion, but yeah, it was again solid enough. Nier Automata. I have not played it yet. Heard both good and bad from certain people. Just haven't had the time to play it yet. The Order 1886. A game that I wish could have a new life. I enjoyed the whole story of it and the steampunk setting, but unfortunately the game was just repetitive in its gameplay, and it's very short. So that's the two things that I kind of hold against it. I'd love to see a sequel, but unfortunately, Ready at Dawn has been shut down. I think by Meta of all people. But it'd be nice if Sony owns the IP. I would love to see them go back to it at some point. I doubt it, but it'd be nice to see. Next, Odin Sphere, another Vanillaware game. Very beautiful, very fun, and yeah, it's just great. It's fun. I enjoyed it. Persona 4 Golden. It's Persona 4 Golden. Not gonna say much on it because everybody and their mother have, I'm sure, talked this game up to death already. All right. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid Super Edition. This is a fun little fighting game with Power Rangers, and it's got all the DLC, so that's nice. Ratchet and Clank. This is basically a reimagination of the first game. It's fun. It's fun, but depending on what day you ask me, I may say I prefer the original game slightly more, but this is still fun on its own. So, Remnant from the Ashes, great little game. I need to finish it at some point, but it was fun. It's decent. Another like Souls-like game, but you get both guns and melee. So, Rise of the Tomb Raider, great game. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I enjoyed the first Tomb Raider game in this trilogy, but this one just amped it up significantly. Next, these next few games I'm going to try to go through rather quickly. Resident Evil Origins Collection. Great collection. Love the remake, and Zero is okay. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Great game. Great remake. A lot of fun. Play it. Resident Evil 3 Remake. Fun. People need to stop bitching about it. Even though it's short, it's still fun. Resident Evil 4 OG. Classic. My first Resident Evil game. Very fun. Resident Evil Revelations. an alright game, not my favorite, but still decent enough. Resident Evil 5, again, fun, co-op when it works is fun, story, hit and miss, but overall still decent enough. Resident Evil Revelations 2, again, I need to get back to it. I've only played it like a couple hours of it. I need to go back to it at some point and actually finish it. Resident Evil 6, I love this game. I'm one of the very few who do like this game. I like the fact that there's 4 beefy campaigns. I love the new characters, especially Jake. It's fun. I really enjoy this game a lot. And I would like to see Jake and Sherry come back at some point. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Not a big fan of this game. This game does not scream. This game doesn't feel like Resident Evil to me personally. It feels like they took the family from Texas Chainsaw and mushed it together with Fear, because, to put it bluntly, Evelyn in this game is flat out an Alma clone. Flat out. It just doesn't, for me, doesn't feel like Resident Evil. The only thing that I like about this game is the end of the game, where you see that Umbrella has basically splintered and become, like, part of it has become good. That sounds interesting. That could be interesting if done right. Other than that, just not a big fan. Resident Evil Village. Ironically, I love this game. I like this game a whole lot more than 7. A lot of fun. I enjoyed all the new characters, the story. Everything was built up upon from 7. So I enjoyed it way more. Shadow of the Beast. Fun little 2.5D like action game. I need to get back to it, but from what I've played of it, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Shadow of the Colossus, great remake. Bluepoint never misses when it comes to remakes. So yeah, it was a great little fun time. Shadow Warrior 2. This also includes Shadow Warrior 1 as well, so I do have both. Fun games. Need to finish them at some point, but yeah, they're very fun. Very Doom, like 2016 Eternal like. Shadow Warrior 3. Haven't played it yet. I'm still kind of butthurt that this took fucking forever from Special Reserve Games. I don't know why this took forever, especially when I could have just ordered it off Amazon. So, but yeah, need to play it at some point. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Played this last year. Again, decent enough. Not as good as Rise of the Tomb Raider, but it was still good enough, in my opinion. Shenmue 1 and 2 HD Collection. I like these games. I need to go back and play them again at some point because I've forgotten basically everything, but still enjoyable for me. I enjoyed them. Shenmue 3. Bit of a letdown. Like many people who waited forever for this game, we were hoping for to get something more substantial with the story, and I still need to play the DLC. But maybe in 10 years we'll get some Shenmue 4. Who knows? Signalis, great little indie, like old school horror game. A lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I want to replay it again at some point, but yeah, it was fun. Sonic Colors Ultimate. Fun little Sonic game. A little bit different. Not too different, but different enough where it had its own flair and flavor. So, Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition. I I only played very little of this, to be honest. But it's from what I played, it's fun. It's a fun little first-person shooter, like almost like Doom, and what's that other game? There's another game like similar to this that was released. I can't think of it at the top of my head, but similar in that, similar to those, like that type of feel. But yeah. Spyro Reignited Trilogy, great little collection here. This is the re-release that has all 3 games on the disc, which is good. And finally, we're on the last stack of games here. Hopefully we finish it, if I can finish it in time. Star Wars Jedi Knight Collection, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, and Jedi Academy. Great games. I love them. Very fun. Star Wars Racer and Republic Commando. 2 fun games. Republic Commando is a lot of fun. And so is Racer. It was just... You had to be in that time frame when Episode 1 came out. And that game was... Episode 1 Racer was a blast to play. I'm not a big fan of racing games, so... Star Wars Battlefront Ultimate Edition. Very lukewarm start to EA's Battlefront games, but I still had some fun with it. Battlefront 2, step up in my opinion of the first game. Campaign was decent enough in my opinion, and overall it was fun. I enjoyed it. Star Wars Squadrons, again, pretty decent. It scratches that, like, Rogue Squadron itch. That if you have it, I'd say check it out. Street Fighter V Championship Edition. It's Street Fighter V, and it's like the Ultimate Edition, basically. The Surge and Surge 2. 2 really good sci-fi Souls-like games. A lot of fun. I recommend them for sure if you haven't played them already. Tales of Berseria. Haven't played it yet. Heard it was pretty... Heard that it was pretty solid Tales game. Tales of Zestria. Again, haven't played it, but again, if you like Tales games, most of the Tales games are pretty solid enough. The Technomancer. Similar in vein to Bound by Flame. Pretty quirky little sci-fi RPG, but I had fun with it. It was a lot of... I had a good time with it. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Love this game. Again, it's not my favorites in this little trilogy, but it's a really good beginning, for sure. Ultra Age. This is a very fun sci-fi hack and slash game. Reminds me a little bit of Stellar Blade, actually. So, Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection, great collection. Love these games. Uncharted 4 Thief's End. Right now, it's tied for my favorite Uncharted game, along with 2. So, depending on what day you ask me, but phenomenal game. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I need to get back to it and finish it finally. I was playing it. I did this puzzle. It's auto-saved. Went to bed. Got up the next morning. Had to redo the puzzle. Need to get back to it. Wolf Among Us. Great game. Great Telltale game. The Fables, graphic novels are a very interesting read. And I'm looking forward to the sequel. Walking Dead Definitive Edition, or Definitive Series. Great games, play it. And then finally, the last game here, 13, the remake. Haven't played it yet. Heard it was kind of, but haven't played it yet, so. Alright, that is it. That is all my PS4 games for 2024. Goodbye.